Hello everybody, and welcome to Cabbit with a Controller. I am Hokucho, and today we are going to be playing a little bit of Super Puzzle Platformer Deluxe. It is an Adult Swim game that was released quite a while ago. I've been playing it since then, so I do have some things unlocked in this game here, so this is kind of just to show it off. I'm not expecting to make a Let's Play or anything of this. It's mostly an arcade-style game, so it's definitely just to be played in bursts. So, I will comment as needed as we go through, but for the most part, this is going to be mostly a let it soak in kind of video. So, let's go to single player, and we have our choice between a total of 8 characters, but I only have 6 because, as you can see on the bottom here, it says collect 10 or more stars in a single playthrough, and that's harder than it sounds. Stars don't come by as often. You normally need big combos to get them, and I'll explain the game mechanics in a second as soon as we get in. And the other one is complete the final challenge, and I have a hard enough time finishing the regular challenges that I unlock. So what we have here is the Domino Mask, which means he can dual wield pistols and he can shoot in both directions at the same time. The Rocket Man has a short-range ballistic missile that does a lot of damage, but it's really slow and he's really heavy. As you can see over on the right there, we actually have statistics. So for jump and power damage and speed, and as well as specials underneath them. So you can read all this as I'm talking about it. The Hamakachi character, he is an all-physical character. He punches stuff, and you actually have to spam. I'm using the Xbox 360 controller, but you have to spam the triggers to use his attack instead of just holding it down. You have the Jetpack Man, which has the best jump out of everybody, obviously, but not the best speed because he's carrying around that heavy backpack. The Ninja, which is one of my favorites. He's the fastest of them all, and he has a pretty good jump, but very weak power. And then you have Cape Dude, who can use his cape to glide as he's falling. And I am going to go with I believe my second favorite, which is the Hachimaki character. So right now I have 3 levels unlocked. If I unlock a new level, I'll be sure to do a featurette video of it. You can basically pick between these 3 levels. They all have varying degrees of difficulty, different kinds of traps and things like that. For instance, actually I have 4. The caves, for instance, will shoot fireballs out in the middle of a game, which can kill you instantly. But we're going to start on Troublesome Tech here. And as you can see, my high score there in the top right is 19. These are the high scores that I have. Look for anything with a Hoku on it, and then see if you can beat it yourself. If you do, feel free to tell me in the comments below. As you can see, there are people that are much better than me, getting up to like 7-digit scores, whereas my best one is 5. So I'm not the pro gamer at this, but it's just a fun little thing to look at. So let's go into Troublesome Tech and take a look. I gotta say, this is one of my most favorite soundtrack games ever. So as you see here, we have a whole bunch of blocks and then a bunch of spikes below us, and there are more blocks falling towards us. What we want to do is we want to destroy these blocks, because destroying blocks gets us level pieces as well as points. So it's actually a really good idea to usually let these things drop down so you can get more blocks. The more blocks you can destroy in one thing, the better. So for instance, as I punch out that block segment there, I was able to attack 2 of them at the same time. Now if I attack this green block here, I can only get 1, but if I attack this red section here, all of the red connected sections will disappear, and it will drop more golden triangles for us, which increase our level, which increase our damage power, and it's sort of like a mini health bar of sorts. And I say a mini health bar because most of these things can always kill you in one hit. Getting squished by a block will not kill you in one hit, but getting hit by any sort of trap or falling on the spikes will. So basically, the entire point of this game is to kind of just score attack your way to the top and see how far you can make it. Yep, see, I got hit by a thing there. So I got knocked back a little bit. Now we have 4 traps here, and that's actually something to worry about because I need to. Well, I'm gonna die first off. But the way you destroy traps is that you will have to destroy a block next to it. So, for instance here, let me just do one thing here really quick. Let's bump up this SFX volume just a little bit here for you. There we go, a little bit better. Now you can hear it. What we're going to do is that we are going to destroy things like these crates and these other boxes, but if we're going to take out enemy traps, basically, we need to make sure that they're touching another block that we can get to destroy. Now, with every block combo that I destroy here, the stronger the block formation gets. So, for instance, I can destroy that one block in about 3 hits. and 6 for the 2 there. But if I want to destroy something like this big set of blue blocks, which I won't do because that'll open up the ground below me real easy, it is going to take a significantly longer time. So, yep, there we go. We got to level up, so that means I punch faster and harder. So I am going to actually destroy this green set. Whoop, no, I'm not. Never mind. A little hard to illustrate what you want to do when you can't do it the whole time. Now, there's a lot of trap blocks over there, so I'm going to try to avoid... Whoop, well, I'm going to jump into the cannon shot. This game is very unforgiving. My highest score, as you can see there at the top, was like a 30-minute game. So seeing those 7-digit numbers, I just want to know how the hell they were able to do that. Because the time investment required in that is ridiculous, I would say. So it kind of got to time your moves there too. So like that crate, I jumped too high for it. So I had to make sure that I kind of hit it on the way down. Now you usually want to go for the super big combos, but of course the longer you wait, the harder it is to get all that stuff. Because as you can see, the traps start coming, and then it gets all sorts of fun in that aspect. Whoop, jump over that. Now I'm going to open up the ground here just because that turret is there and it won't hurt me because I won't be that low. If I'm ever that low, I'll be on the spikes. So there's something to avoid there, and it also prevents me from falling on the spikes. The spikes at the ground, of course, are instant kills. You touch those spikes, you die. And now we start getting more complex where it starts dropping rows upon rows upon rows of blocks for me. And this is where a lot of the big-time combo stuff starts to roll in when they start throwing more and more blocks at you. Now, if the blocks reach the top of the screen, like other games that you see like that, like Tetris or something like that, it's not the end of the world. It's actually okay to do that. Oh, there was a good one right there. Now, I got a gem out of that just because of my huge amount of collection, from the huge amount that I collected there. What I understand from what I've been playing is that you get stars and treasure chests and big gems like that from doing huge combos, which is why I normally try and stick it out and just wait around as long as I can here. And let's actually back out to the main menu really quick so I can show off another character here. And we'll do another level too, so we'll back out to single play here. Let's go with the ninja, because he has a double jump. And we will go all the way to the hardest level that I have unlocked right now, which is Cooking Caves. And this is the first level where it actually has a different tile set too, so instead of blocks, we're destroying gems. Now on the ground here, you're going to see fireballs popping up, which will kill me instantly if I touch them. Same rules apply. Avoid getting squashed by things, avoid getting hit by traps and things like that, and basically stay alive as long as possible. So we're going to try and do that right now here. And if my commentary gets a little scant, I apologize. Very focus-heavy game, especially when those fireballs start popping in, because I got to keep looking everywhere to make sure that I can see what blocks are falling on my face, make sure I don't get caught up in a fireball, make sure there aren't any traps coming that I need to worry about. I'm surprised that there haven't been any fireballs yet. Okay, now here's a good representation. Whoop, here's a good representation where you can see the upgrade. Before I was throwing that one shuriken, now I'm throwing 3 shurikens. Whoop. Okay, there's the fireball. I guess when you... Okay, maybe not. I was going to say, I guess when you get to a certain level on the ground, it becomes harder, but I guess not. And it also turns these things into solid blocks, which will crush apparent... Oh no, they'll turn ashen. Okay, now I get it. They're not rocks, but they will break if something lands on them, like that blue gem that just fell down there. Usually when the tears start falling, you can stand in one place and you'll normally be fine. So get a big thing there, use that double jump to get out of that hole there. Run over here. Yeah, it seems like it's a big... Oh, and then I turned into ash and died. It seems like whenever you get a bigger score done at the same time, or around the same time, you'll unlock gems a lot easier. So we'll give this one more try here. And then we can go ahead and try to do maybe a challenge, and then I'll show you guys how the challenges work in this game. Usually my tactic for this game is that if I want to get a big combo. I'll let the combo stack up, but then I'll let a gem fall on top of the big stack, so that way I still have some flooring beneath me, so I don't fall into the lava or the spikes or whatever. So, for instance, now if there was a blue gem there, right next below me there, like that, actually, I'll show you right now. Whoop. Okay, never mind. Fire wheel. We're gonna try and prioritize dealing with all of this first. Whoop. Or maybe not. Yeah, there was no way I was getting out of that. Even if I double jumped, I'd probably just fall into the one on the left there. Okay, so let's go out to the main menu. This game does have local multiplayer, but not online multiplayer, which is a little bit disappointing. I don't think lag would be too much of an issue, considering it's just a one-on-one thing. And you can make it peer-to-peer and find stuff like that. Now, here's the challenge list, and these are all the challenges. It looks like there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 18 to 20 challenges. I'm probably closer to 20. These yellow ones are ones that I've finished before, and the white ones are ones that I have not. So let's look at cannons. We'll give cannons a shot. It just pops you in. I don't get to pick a character, but I have Mr. Floaty Cape Dude, and the challenge is to survive. survive that whole amount of time in the top there. And these challenges and this game in general actually really induce a one more try aspect, because usually the games are so short that it's real easy to just say, oh, let me do it one more time. I bet I can beat it this time. I've done this one so many times that I have not been able to beat it, and mainly because some of the levels have a pattern to them, and I might show one off in a second here, but the cannon shots are completely random. So, like, I can sit here for a while now, and I'll be fine until that one hits me in the butt, but it will randomly shoot cannons, whereas if we go to... which one do I want to try? Let's try spikes to show off this one. Now we're the ninja for this one, and what it's going to do is going to drop blocks from the top here. The trick here is that spikes in like a game like Spelunky don't damage you if you walk on them. And the same thing for TNT plungers, which you haven't seen in this game. But if you can jump on it, it'll kill you, but if you walk through it, you'll be fine. So here, we'll try our best to simulate how this one's supposed to go. Keeping it cool. And let's try that one more time. I'm sorry, I went a little dead airy there for a second. Let's do this one more time, and then I'm going to wrap it up. So, we're going to hop over here. This is one of those ones with the set pattern, because obviously there's a bit of a time thing going on. And as you can see, I'm walking on these spikes and I'm doing just fine. I use the D-pad when using the controller for this. I don't know how it controls with anything else, but I'm sure it works just fine. Okay, so I didn't do so good at that, so we're going to back out here to the main menu and say thanks and bye.